Hi, I'm Ali, co-founder and CEO of Cosine, a human reasoning lab. And I'd like to show you Genie, our state-of-the-art, fully autonomous software engineering colleague. Genie has the highest score on SW Bench in the world, and the way we achieved this was by taking a completely different approach. We believe that if you want a model to behave like a software engineer, it has to be shown how a human software engineer works. We've designed new techniques to derive human reasoning from real examples of software engineers doing their jobs. Our data represents perfect information lineage, incremental knowledge discovery, and step-by-step decision making, representing everything a human engineer does logically. By actually training Genie on this unique dataset, rather than simply prompting base models, which is what everyone else is doing, we've seen that we're no longer simply generating random code until some works. It's tackling problems like a human. So let's take a look at Genie solving a real problem from a real repo. You'll notice you can prompt Genie with a natural language prompt, ticket, or in our case, a GitHub issue. So I'll go ahead and start. So now Genie's fetched the GitHub issue. When I click solve, it'll start looking into the problem. As you can see, it started thinking about what it'll need to find in order to solve this problem. This process is iterative and it will keep going until the model is satisfied that it's found everything that it needs. There we go. We can see that it's pulled a couple of examples of files from the codebase that intuitively look like they're relevant to the issue that we're looking at. Now it's going to start writing code to try to solve the problem. Much like the retrieval step, this process is also iterative. Genie will write code, run it, and then react as a function of what it's seen. One of the great advantages of our data-first approach is that because our model has watched more humans solve problems than any human could in a lifetime, it has a great grasp of how software engineers really break down and triage issues. It's also easily able to edit code in place, which is something that foundational models struggle with without rewriting entire sections. Genie is now running the code it's writing and is using the debugging tools that we've given it to look at application state and execution flow, just like a developer would. Again, it's seen humans do this millions of times and is emulating that process. So back to the task. We've just watched Genie try a couple of different approaches to solving this problem, and at first it wasn't successful. So it planned again and has just written an alternative approach. This process can continue indefinitely, and because of the long context window that Genie has available to it, many different approaches can be tried without losing any information along the way. There we go. All the tests are now passing. Genie has successfully solved this problem, and it solved it in just 84 seconds, which I'd guess was much faster than any human could come to an unknown repo with an unknown issue and solve a problem. So now it'll write a PR title and a body and actually open the PR on our linked GitHub repo through the Cosine web platform. Any comments or reviews left on that PR will be heard by Genie and will be acted upon as if it was a real human colleague. We'd like to thank OpenAI for allowing us to fine-tune such a long context window model. And I'm extremely excited to see where and how you guys use Genie. If you'd like to give Genie a try, just head over to our website at cosine.sh. We truly believe that software engineering is just the starting point, and that we can codify human reasoning for any job or industry. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
And you wouldn't believe it, I walked in here and I said, wow, what an amazing reasoning engine.